Oh, no. Not another airline story about delays and inefficiencies. But wait, there's more to this story. Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk, and I'll tell you a story that might restore your faith in the airlines a little bit.
A pocket sized pep talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
When does a 4-hour delay not feel that bad? When you have a pilot who takes control of the situation and owns it. I know what you're thinking. Here comes another airline story about delays and personal inefficiencies. Okay, well, last week flying out of Chicago was no party. And after a tough week of work, two of my friends accompanied me to the airport. There was a hopeful feeling as we showed up looking at the departure board and saw on time next to our 4 p.m. flight. When we showed up at the gate at 3:30, there was no airplane there. So, lie number one, your flight is not on time. When I asked where our plane was, I was told the plane was going through a maintenance delay, but be departing at 4:20. I asked what the maintenance issue was, and I was told that they had no idea. Lie number two. Your flight is not leaving at 4:20 p.m. when there is an unknown maintenance issue and no plane. Then came the rumor. It was the mother of all rumors running around and spread among the passengers. It spread like wildfire. It involved severe weather on the East Coast and a lightning strike on a tower. Airline personnel was huddled all over, but when we asked about our flight, they said they couldn't talk about it. Line number three. Airline personnel may not want to give out details about particular lightning strikes, but they are allowed to provide information on ground holds. So the entire East Coast was on a ground hold, and that was information that could not be kept secret from everyone for too long. After a torturous full hour of no information, we're finally given the bad news. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a ground hold on all flights to the East Coast. But the good news is, we're getting a new plane because this one can't be fixed. With flights canceling left and right, at least we had a plane. Kind of. 5:30 p.m., our new plane, which had no doubt been given to us from another flight that had canceled, arrived at our gate. Despite the ground hold, we were loaded aboard. But then something happened that changed the entire experience. After nothing but lies and deception from airline personnel, our pilot grabbed a mic and spoke to us, stood in front of us, and made the following announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you all exactly what's going on. Storms have created a ground hold for most of the East Coast, and we won't get another update until 6 o'clock. I can't tell you if the ground hold will be lifted at that time, but when it is lifted, I can tell you this. If we move, get on the plane, get on the tarmac, we'll be in much better position to get routed to D.C. rather than park at the gate at the terminal. So we're going to get out there. Let you work on your computers if you like, put on some entertainment, and wait. For the first time in 2 hours, the mood lifted. Why the change? We were happy because someone had actually communicated with us. It was not deceptive, and he didn't lie. We had gone through hours of what felt like dental pain. We never really knew where the pain would be coming from or how bad it might be. And yet, by communicating clearly with us, he lifted us out of our pain. 6 o'clock p.m., he got on the microphone again, delivered the news that the ground hold was still on, and our next announcement would be at 7 o'clock. He also threw in the fact that we were positioned beautifully once the ground hold was to be lifted. It worked. There were smiles and hopeful chatter as the flight attendants put on a movie for us all to watch while they served us water. It seemed as if our pilot's positive attitude was contagious. 7 o'clock, he got on the microphone and announced the ground hold was lifted, and we would be airborne in 4 minutes. 4 minutes? A countless number of flights were delayed and stacked up in the airport all over the country, and we were 4 minutes from takeoff. I've never seen the level of cooperation that I saw between the passengers, who sprinted back to their seats, and the flight attendants, who sprinted into action to prepare the cabin. We had a pilot who owned the moment, and he did the one thing no one else seemed capable of doing. He communicated. I'm not saying it took the same level of skill as landing the plane, but in my book, it was a close second. Good, bad, or indifferent, communication was the key.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.